In writing to the Ephesians, St. Paul gives the imagery of building a temple. And the builders have to choose stones that fit together. So that takes a lot of practice and skill to take stone and make it fit. Jesus gathered followers, and then he gathered 12 of them to be his apostles. So he had to try to make them fit together. They were very diverse in their charisms and characteristics. Simon is called a zealot, and that was from a group in the ancient world, in the Holy Land, that was rebellious against Roman occupation. And in times past, they even waged war against a Roman occupation. We don't know about any insurrections immediately around the time of Jesus, but still there was that group that wanted the Romans out of the Holy Land. So Simon is called a zealot, so he is anti-Roman. And then you go to see another apostle, Matthew. He was all in with the Roman Empire. He was one of the tax collectors. He did the bidding of the Roman emperor. So we have very contrasting personalities, but they were called to be together in that special group called the apostles. And then we have Jude. His name is Judas, but in English, his name is shortened so as to differentiate him from Judas Iscariot. And St. Jude is acclaimed to be the patron for hopeless cases and lost causes, in contradiction and contrast to Judas, who thought he was a lost cause, and he despaired and took his own life. So there's a great devotion to St. Jude. And if you look at the TV commercials, over and over again, we see St. Jude Hospital, people bringing their children, some of them with very serious cases of cancer. And St. Jude Hospital and Research Center has helped many, many people, many, many families, all for free. So that's a beautiful tradition, because Danny Thomas, the star of entertainment years ago, he himself was in a desperate situation. Financially, he wasn't making any money, and he went to the priest at his church, and he said, "What am I to do?" And the pastor said, "Pray to St. Jude." St. Jude was a missionary to Edessa, and he brought the image of the face of Jesus to the king there, and that king was cured of his disease. So Danny Thomas began a devotion to St. Jude, and he promised that if things would go well, he would build a shrine in honor of St. Jude. Later, when he was enjoying great success, he announced that he wanted to build a hospital. He went to the bishop in Chicago and explained to him his plan, and the bishop, who was from Tennessee, said, "Well, build it in Tennessee." So Danny Thomas began a campaign to build a hospital for these children afflicted with cancer. Many people were skeptical, saying that it could never be done, but millions and millions of dollars came in. And today, in front of that very large hospital, stands the shrine to St. Jude. Both Simon and Jude, we are told, were martyred in ancient Persia. So they were sent out Having received the Holy Spirit at Pentecost, they went to various places. They spoke to people of different cultures. And then they gave their lives as witness to the truth of the gospel. So for us, this feast day of St. Simon and Jude reminds us that everybody has a certain talent or charism. We need to come together and fit together in a group that follows Jesus closely. And that's apparently what the apostles did. They put aside their special interest and they came to follow Jesus and then to obey him in going out to evangelize. We are called to be missionary disciples. We are called to live our faith, to witness to our faith, to share our faith and the important values that we hold. So let's celebrate this beautiful day, knowing that even from the earliest days, God's will was done when Simon and Jude went to various places, to different countries, to the kings, to the simple, lowly peasants, everyone to come together to be members of God's family.